Hello, Michael, and greetings to everybody. I know some of you won't be too pleased to see an old fella wearing a Christmas hat. Well, I just thought we'd do a gentle introduction to the season, the Christmas season. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a song that most everybody knows. And I hope you'll all join in and sing. Rudolph wasn't the only reindeer. Oh, there were Dasher, and Prancer, and Dancer, and Vixen, and Comet, and Cupid, and Donner, and Blitzen. But do you recall the greatest reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Bum bum. Now, I hope you enjoyed that little adventure.
Thank you, Matt, for getting us into the Christmas mood with Rudolph. I'm sorry about the gear. I'm just trying to keep up with Matt. You're all very welcome again to Matt and Michael's lockdown. It's only a little over a week until Christmas. I hope you're all enjoying the preparations. I hope you're all looking forward to a great Christmas after the difficult year. It's not exactly going to be a normal Christmas, but we certainly will enjoy it as much as we can. And we're looking forward to 2021, which we hope will be a much better year than 2020. Anyway, we have songs and poems with a Christmas theme to help to get you into the mood for the festive season. And speaking of Rudolph and the reindeers, here's a little poem by Timothy Toker, an American poet. Help Wanted. Santa needs new reindeer. The first bunch has grown old. Dasher has arthritis. Comet hates the cold. Prancer's sick of staring at Dancer's big behind. Cupid married Blitzen, and Donder lost his mind. Dancer's mad at Vixen for stepping on his toes. Vixen's being thrown out. She laughed at Rudolph's nose. If you are a reindeer, we hope you will apply. There's just one tricky part. You must know how to fly. And here's a poem by the American poet E. Cummings, who died in 1962. He really disliked full stops, all punctuation and capital letters. But that makes no difference when you're reading his poems. Little tree. Little tree, little silent Christmas tree, you are so little, you are more like a flower. Who found you in the green forest, and were you very sorry to come away? See, I will comfort you because you smell so sweetly. I will kiss your cool bark and hug you safe and tight, just as your mother would, only don't be afraid. Look, the spangles that sleep all the year in the dark box, dreaming of being taken out and allowed to shine, the balls, the chains red and gold, the fluffy threads. Put up your little arms and I'll give them all to you to hold. Every finger shall have its ring, and there won't be a single place dark or unhappy. Then, when you're quite dressed, you'll stand in the window for everyone to see, and how they'll stare. Oh, but you'll be very proud, and my little sister and I will take hands, and looking up at our beautiful tree, we'll dance and sing Noel, Noel.
I thought it would be appropriate just to sing a couple of Christmas songs, ones you don't hear too often. That late great American songwriter called John Denver wrote at least 2 lovely little Christmas songs, and I would like to sing one of them for you now. It's called A Baby Just Like You, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing along to my own recording. Now, I thought that would be easy to do until I found that I actually strayed from the tempo when I did it over 20 years ago in the studio. And I don't know if I can stray in the same way again, but you will have fun trying. And you won't know what numbers of attempt I've had already, unless Michael tells you. The season is upon us now, the time for gifts and giving. As the year draws to its close, I think about my living. Christmas time when I was young, the magic and the wonder, with colours dull and candles dim, in dark my standing under. Oh, little angel shining light, you set my soul a-dreaming. You've given back my joy in life and filled me with new meaning. The Saviour King was born that day, a baby just like you. As the wise men came with gifts, I come with my gift too. That peace on earth fills all your time, and brotherhood surrounds you, that you may know the warmth of love and wrap it all around you. It's just a wish, a dream I hold of days when I was young. Merry Christmas, little Zachary, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, little Zachary, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Here's a poem of mine called Their First Christmas Tree, based on a memory from long ago in my childhood in the West. Their first Christmas tree. The countryside his commonwealth, holly, ash plants his to harvest as required, kindling in spring, mushrooms in summer, blackberries in autumn. That winter she insisted, so he took his saw into starless dark far beyond the stables, guided by barbed wire, returned with a trophy tree. They crowned it with a silver paper-covered cardboard star, hung homemade ornaments and tissue paper novelties, pretended to be happier. I bought one this Christmas daylight, sized and packaged, legal, lacking the challenge of something on the margin, the tang of trespass, infant irritant on the noisome, vain empire of excess.
A little while ago, I mentioned two beautiful Christmas songs written and recorded by the late, great American songwriter John Denver. This particular one is called The Peace Carol. I have my own nostalgic memories, feelings about this song because years ago, many years ago, when Ballinter House was still a convent, it is now a hotel, but when it was still a convent, a group of us friends used to assemble every Christmas and sing a service of carols. They were mostly Navan people because I was then singing with Navan male singers. But I remember on one particular Christmas carol service in Ballinter singing this with my late pal Michael Megan, backed by the choral group that we had for the service. And it just left and ingrained a lovely memory in my old head. So I hope you enjoy this and do feel free to join in. I'm going to sing along with myself again. The garment of life be it tattered and torn, the cloak of the soldier is withered and worn. What child is this that was poverty born, the peace of Christmas Day? The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. The hope that has numbered for 2,000 years, promise that silenced 1,000 fears, the faith that can hollow an ocean of tears, the peace of Christmas Day. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. And all the griefs that people may bear, total the strife and the trouble and care, put them in columns and leave them right there, the peace of Christmas Day. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. Now, I hope you all enjoyed that, and a happy Christmas to everybody.
This is a poem about all those predictable presents at Christmas. The socks, the pullover, the ties, the scarves, the toiletries. Christmas Thank Yous by Mick Gower. Dear Auntie, oh, what a nice jumper. I've always adored powder blue, and fancy thinking of orange and pink for the stripes. How clever of you. Dear Uncle, the soap is terrific. So useful and such a kind thought. And how did you guess that I just used the last of the soap that last Christmas brought? Dear Gran, many thanks for the hankies. Now I really can't wait for the flu. And the daisies embroidered in red round the M for Michael. How thoughtful of you. Dear cousin, what socks? And the same sort you wear. So you must be the last word in style. And I'm certain you're right, that luminous green will make me stand out a mile. Dear sister, I quite understand your concern. It's a risk sending jam in the post. But I think I pulled out all the big bits of glass, so it won't taste too sharp on my toast. Dear Grandad, don't fret. I'm delighted, so don't think your gift will offend. I'm not at all hurt that you gave up this year and just sent me a £5 to spend. So now you know what I want for Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed our lockdown this week. Most of our previous videos are on our YouTube channel, and we hope to add 2 special videos this week. One will be a Matt Christmas special with all his Christmas songs in it, and the other will be Poems for Christmas. Christmas poems read by me, so look out for those. We hope to be back early next week with our final lockdown before Christmas. So we'll see you then. In the meantime, take care and enjoy the preparations for Christmas. To finish off this week, we have a special treat. Boardsmill Gospel Choir from their 2009 CD Lean on Me with a glorious rendition of O Holy Night.
O holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel's voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh,